Alright, welcome back everybody. Let's play Nicktoons Attack by Toybots. The final version, that is, I will be playing. This is the DS version. We have already played the console and the GBA version, so now we're gonna head on over to the next area in our little DS counterpart. We're heading over to Fairy World, which of course will involve playing as Timmy by choice. And we're gonna play as El Tigre as well, and Manu Rivera, which we found last episode. He's actually pretty fun to play as, too. But as the game actually increases its difficulty a little bit as time goes on, regardless of which order you play the levels in, things are going to get a little bit more difficult this level. It's going to start getting a little bit more difficult now, at this point in the game, but it's not too bad. Maybe they'd fix things, yeah. Sometimes this is even the side of things being broken. They need fix. Oh, Timmy, you and your poor history with puns. You did unfortunately forget to wish for a world without puns after you dealt with that whole ape thing, didn't you? I just now noticed. I guess it's palette limitations, but Timmy's pants are pink. They're like kind of purple. But anyways, Timmy is a range attacker. Except it's kind of limited range attack. Kind of like SpongeBob. It's a little bit of range. Nothing impressive. So he doesn't feel too dramatic to play as. Right. Although he is still a pretty decent character. There are merits to having somebody with that kind of range. And then you have Manny. Hi. And certain characters are definitely better for fighting off certain enemies. I would not recommend using Timmy for getting rid of these things, just because he has so little, he has bad crowd control capabilities, basically. He can't really hit multiple enemies at a time very easily. Whereas Manny has a lot of range, and can pretty much just keep a combo going on indefinitely, which I'm very happy with. He also moves forward when you attack him for some reason. I don't really know why. He doesn't do that. Timmy's range attack, I think, is just shooting out a couple more. Yeah, just shooting out more stars at once. Nothing particularly special. But these guys, where there are a bunch of them at one time, and they all take just one hit to get rid of, it's definitely better to use somebody like Manny, as opposed to somebody with a range attack. And touchscreen portions, alright. So, this little minigame they're going to play here in Fairy World is actually probably the easiest. All you have to do is flip a switch whenever there is a crate under a hammer. And repeat. And that should be it. Yep. And all is right at the world. I can progress. But, of course, ranged characters have their merits, and you can do things like this. I might as well, if you can get rid of enemies before they even appear. Go away. I don't know if I really like Manny's air attack or not, though. Because moving forwards is actually kind of a limitation, it feels like. Your movement is just restricted when you're attacking midair. How about we actually do something about these spawners first? Not that any of the enemies right now are actually any kind of issue to deal with, but if fewer would be preferable. Go away. There you go. Stop. Yeah, you do have a lot of these colored balls to deal with in Fairy World, but I don't think it's too bad for the most part. Definitely a lot, but I don't think it sinks up. I don't think it eats up too much of your time. As long as you can keep your characters conscious, which you may is having a little bit of trouble with, admittedly. Oh, hi. That's, oh man, they didn't even knock him out. That's perfect. Oh man, I didn't want to. His range is apparently too big, because I ended up knocking out that guy that was all the way over there. What I wanted to do was man, you just hit so many enemies at a single time. What I wanted to do was just let them be stunned so I could deal with the spawners. Yeah, though I actually think Manny's one of the better characters to play as in lots of situations. At least any situation that permits melee. Which is most situations. Right, you can see the upper level on the top screen as well. And there's clearly a ladder that we would like to have access to. Man, these rocking horses have a ton of health though. Oh, thank you. And then what's up above you and further looks like a ton of fun, doesn't it? Ah, come on! Right as I try to use our attack too. Let's get rid of the annoying ball thingies and then take out the tougher enemies. There are surely more rocking horses, right? Yes, I'm just gonna get rid of these things so I don't have to waste a fusion attack, team attack, whatever you want to call it, on things that I can just take out in one hit. Okay, so that's good enough. There we go. There we go. And pull off a couple finishers and all as well. So many rocking horses though, mostly because I saved all of them for last. But because Manny can stun lock just about anything. I do love that. Manny is a very nice character to play as. Hey, back off. At least Timmy's faring well, so he can kind of cover for Manny when necessary. And then May just breaks out of everything all at once. That's the main issue with ranged characters. They can't usually, guys, get rid of multiple enemies at once very well. And now I can do that. Back off, would you? No way. At least let me face the correct way so I hit the spawner. There we go. Pop. Alright, come on, Manny. You and a nice little kip up. Oh. Okay, so this part's actually kind of annoying for somewhat dumb reasons. Fighting an uphill battle is quite literally rather difficult. There's a reason that figure of speech exists. Look, get over here. Because part of it is that any range attacks you try to use just end up hitting the ramp. Break it, thank you. Oh, so I probably should have given that to Manny, but whatever. Something? Thank you. More menial tasks. Being a little tedious is acceptable sometimes, I guess. I'm sure it would be a great skill to be able to address in commentary in response to whacking metal with mallets. Special fairy mallets. But, I'm not really a person that can do that, I don't think. But thankfully, we're done already. Not hurrying up. Alright, yeah, you guys just deal with those one-shot things on the left. There we go. See, the nice thing about these enemies you can kill in one hit is that they're weak little things that take up room that the more powerful enemies would be using up otherwise. No, we're here already. This seems pretty fitting for Manny, doesn't it? Well, no, it doesn't actually, never mind. If it was a certain other Nicktoon, then it might seem more fitting. And you can actually get in 4 hits on this guy each time you, get a combo on him, it seems. Just want to be really careful about when I actually use a special attack on, because it's really annoying if he gets out of the way. A little bit of health. Like some other bosses we found, though, the best way to avoid his attacks is just move forwards and backwards. Because he attacks to left and right. And I'll just... Timmy is probably just try to survive, actually. Timmy will just be my guy to be if Manny's down. So I never have everybody knocked out at the same time. Back off. So I'm going to bad situations like I'm in right now. Back off, please. Seems like what I want to do to avoid his body slam is to just like bait him to one place, and then as soon as he jumps, go somewhere else. I think. I haven't really gotten the hang of it, clearly. So then we're definitely have other enemies to deal with. That's part of the difficulty spike, though, from this being. Get over here. Oh, come on! Oh, I got him anyways. No, 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 no! Oh, you. Okay, I still got health. Because I'll be very disappointing if not. But, oh well. And this is actually a pretty good mech, too, thankfully. And I wouldn't mind getting rid of these enemies outside of the mech, but at the same time. It's not really a problem either. Not very good at hitting things, if you haven't noticed. You also just stand in one corner most of the time and just shoot back in them and everything will be fine. But you have great range on this thing, and it stays in place when you attack too, so you can just stay in a corner or wherever else and attack safely. Aw, darn it. You also destroy spawns into this, which is very nice. Come on. Play horses. You back off. Stop getting through my attacks. Hi. Well, I wouldn't mind getting the health either. It's a little repetitive, actually, because you just kind of find some place to stand and then you attack. And then sometimes you get to attack before any enemies even spawn. I guess I could be fighting through this whole thing as Manny, but I'd also like to preserve his life for the actual mech boss at the end of the level. No, we can deal with this. Well, Manny's has done pretty well so far, so let's deal with this as Manny. So now we have 3 switches. How grand. Disappointingly enough, this doesn't really make life any more exciting, since it just means we have a double-sided mallet. For some reason, I always get the impression these mallets are really soft. I don't know why, because they seem to be quite clearly made of metal. Maybe it's just because I call them a mallet. For some reason, I think a mallet is soft, even though that's most definitely not correct. And if you're wondering, yes, you do have to restart this entire thing if you happen to miss one of the crates. If you miss a box and let it go through it unsmashed, you would need to go through another whole, I think it was 15 crates. Would not be fun. Okay. And a bunch of stuff. Yeah, see, I'm pretty okay with this whole strategy of attacking things before they can even appear. I got a health thing, I think. The camera was not looking at me when I got it, so I wouldn't know. You could just back off. Manny, if you could please. Actually, if you want to stay up towards the top or bottom, I think you're fighting this one. Stop that. And that laser just won't hit you if you stay far enough away. So, very easy boss. especially if your partner actually helps you a bit, which this one is not doing. Goes by quickly anyways. Thank you, Manny. Helped a little bit. You should be one of the more combat-capable characters here anyways. And who might this be? Feline for a feline. Fitting enough for LT grade. Oh yes, a beautiful reward for saving somebody's life. Getting to look at their things. Yes, everyone's very cheerful about this adventure. Uh-huh. Okay. Was that a pie in the background? Oh yeah, so yeah, you might have noticed that this looks kind of like a jet. Well, there's a reason for that. That reason is basically that this is the most difficult thing to play as, I'd say. Oh, I know, the hoverboat's also pretty hard. There's also some really cruel placement of... There we go. Also some very cruel placement of portraits in this particular level. Oh no. Like, I missed one before I even picked up Gordon right there. Ah, darn it. Oh well. I don't even remember where it is. It's just most of the portraits in this level are behind boxes that you have to boost through. And the difficult thing about this particular level is that you have to be moving very quickly in the first place. This probably isn't as difficult, I won't say, as the raft, or whatever you want to call it, the hoverboat, and hovercraft, I guess, in Pupanunu, but it's still a little bit crazy. Well, if you hug a wall, you slow down quite considerably, for better or worse. Went up. I was trying to boost through that. Alright. Could you please not? I like not colliding with things violently. I suppose that's too much to wish for. Yay. So many boxes, so much time spent slamming straight through them. There we go, though. For some reason, I like the music there a lot. It's not. I don't even consider it particularly good. I just like listening to it. Frightening. You'd actually have a larger hat and blue pants. That was hardly even a pun. Why is Jimmy making them puns? What's happened? Alright, I forgot about the gimmick here. Gimmick here is actually a little annoying. And basically, fighting Toybot isn't that bad. He shoots stuff, so what? And it's not stuff actually deliberately misses you. Sometimes he shoots 4 things at a time. He'll actually deliberately avoid hitting you. But the annoying thing is these mallets that run around attacking you. They try to get cornered. Oh, darn it, missed. The thing is, if you hit the mallets 3 times, they'll change color each time you hit them. Stop that. They'll actually turn around and attack, which can hit the Toybot. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, really, but it's still kind of nice and satisfying in its own odd way. Ah. I hit you. Thank you. So it's not particularly exciting, but it's kind of nice, I guess. You also have virtually no forward-backward movement in this particular level, probably for the sake of the hammer being able to hit you. Hit him. There we go. I mean, it's extra damage you can do, so you might as well do it if you can. But it's not exactly a primary means of doing damage either. Come on, I thought you were gonna let me stay right next to you. There we go. And boom! Extra hammer for good measure. So that went pretty well. Still over 800 bolts left. And key. Hello again, Mr. Bleak. You were. Hopefully not. Yeah, I don't really know why this happens in Fairy World, this one scene. You'd think it would happen in whatever place you play first, which would probably have to be Bikini Bottom. But whatever. And because this is our second last level, so we kind of figured out the pattern already. Oddly enough, though, in the gallery, despite that cutscene, and despite this cutscene, Fairy World is listed as the final level, so I don't know what the developers were thinking with this. Oh, look who we have with us now. Another odd individual. Not something I think of as a fighter, but it is what it is. So, having enlisted the help of Mr. Bleak, we'll have to head on over to Retroville for the next and second last episode of Let's Play Nicktoons Detective with Toybots, the DS. So we have a rather peculiar friend with us now, but it will be fun, and we also have Jimmy with us. Very odd pair to play as, in fact, and you'll see why next episode. But that'll be it for this episode of Let's Play Nicktoons Detective with Toybots for the DS. See you guys next time when we take on the second final level. Yay? Maybe? I don't know. Bye, guys.